Hey guys, Ryan here, and I'm very excited to be able to bring you a community replay from one of my subscribers. But first, a bonus clip from a fellow pleb member. I'm just going to call him Tugboat so I don't mispronounce his name. Short clip, he's in the LTTB. It's a very maneuverable light tank with very sensitive controls that turns that good. I don't know if he's got speed equipment, but he does have food on. And as he gets on this bridge, he's going to try and straighten up. And tap the right analog stick, and off the bridge he goes. Very short clip, but I found it quite funny, so I thought I'd put it in, because we can all relate. I've killed myself many times at the start of a battle by mistake. Not an LTTB, but I'm not gonna lie, I have also done that. Now, Tugboat's YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. He does a lot of little short, funny clips, if any of you are interested in that sort of thing. But, as we get into the main replay, we're going to be featuring the Object 268 version 5, which will be played for us today by michcima007. Now, Mick also has a YouTube channel, which I shall link in the description below, and also, if Mick, which I don't believe is his YouTube name, comments on the video below, I will pin his comment, and that way you can find this channel from there, for anyone who's interested. So this is going to be a bit of a longer battle, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. It's my kind of battle, let's just put it that way, if any of you can guess what that means this battle might entail. And in the 268 version 5, there's 2 artillery. It's got the Russian TD, it's mobile, it's got a turret, not got a lot of armor, but you can get the odd ricochet. And I quite like Mick's ammo loadout. A lot of AP, decent bit of heat, and even some HE. You can bring a lot of heat because it carries a lot of ammo, especially when you shoot a fight you get 850 alpha, like, you can bring plenty of everything. Now, the main thing to understand here is I don't know what that guy is thinking, if I'm honest. I don't know if he's just going for artillery. Maybe he got already in the previous game, and he's upset. Who knows? But that was not the smart way to play this. So, Mick's just gotten unspotted. He's moving forwards. He's on the typical side of the map where people tend to snipe along at each other. Although I suppose in this map, every part of it, people snipe at each other. But I quite like this side of the map as well, if I'm honest. I don't know why, but as you saw yesterday in my Garnet replay, I also came this side, but I just pushed forward in my Garnet. So Mick's going to take a bit of a defensive position. He's going to stay back, he's waiting, he's actually asking for help, because if you look on the map, he's a little bit alone here, and there are a few enemies over there. So he's made the right choice of holding back. You don't want to push into all that. He can't quite get a shot, so he's going to back up, and I like what he does here. He actually raises the gun to try and block any shots that might come in for that weak point sticking out top of his turret. He's on the move to relocate, always what you want to do after you've been spotted, especially when there's artillery, although one of the artillery is dead. Nice shot into the M48. Back up, and this is how you get big damage gained in these kind of tanks. You get to a position where you can fire and back in the cover straight away. When you're doing 850 damage a shot, fire, back in the cover, come out, fire, back in the cover. The damage racks up very quick indeed. Now, Mick got very unlucky there. I have no idea how that didn't pan. I didn't see where it went, if it went into his tracks or not. But now he was loading the heat, he's gone back to the AP, because you don't need heat for that tank, although to be fair, after bouncing that first shot, I probably would have loaded it anyway, just to be safe. Oh, sorry, I did have heat loaded. Just showing that it has AP loaded. But either way, heat was the right choice there. You can pin a floor plate with standard rounds, but he already bounced one ridiculous shot, so why take the chance of doing it again? Now, he was going to try and get the shot there, but he can't quite get the gun to press without exposing himself, but thankfully, the Panzer 7 actually drives forward a little bit, sideways on. No idea what his plan was, but it didn't work for him. Now, so far, Mick's reversing now, and he hasn't been shot by artillery yet, which is obviously very nice, and he's looking at the map quite clearly, and he's trying to get better shots in. So he's moving, using the excellent mobility of his vehicle just to relocate and just climb up these hills. And it really helps you The thing about the mobility on this vehicle is, for me, it's mainly actually the reverse speed that makes it nice. Although, I still prefer the Tech Tree 268 over the turreted premium one, I must admit. The M48 that he shot earlier is back. Unfortunately, Mick misses, which is unfortunately for the M48, because that would have been basically all his hit points gone by then, and he wouldn't have had a very good game. Mick gets shot in the side, and now these enemies are proving to be a bit of an annoyance on this side of the map, and there's not many people over here with Mick, because as you can see, a lot of his teammates are over towards the enemy base. So he's in position, he can win the trade with his 850 Alpha. Again, he's calling for help. I like his use of the wheel. And he's actually trying to get his Waffenträger to come over with him. Which, if Waffenträger was smart, would actually be the best thing for the day. Because with his magazine, if Mick can bait the shot, or even eat the shot, for the Waffle will just roll out and kill whoever's round here. Especially since, no matter what tank there is on this game, if Mick puts a shot in and pens him, the Waffle will be able to one-clip the enemy. So again, quite slow gameplay here, very safe gameplay, but it is the correct way to play. Maintaining your hit points, he's lost a few, but here we go, first moment. This vehicle is quite fast. It goes in, auto-locks, doesn't even slow down, gets the ram kill. Now, what I loved about that is he saw the enemy vehicle, and he didn't even bat an eye. He just went in there. He knew what he wanted to do from the moment he saw him, and I respect the fuck out of that. Because as you all know, I love a good ram kill. Already hits the Progetto. Mick finishes him off. And now it's time to move again. Now, I don't have to worry about artillery now, which is nice. He's unspotted. Climbing up, trying to get some vision out there, see if any enemies are coming. And unfortunately, you can't see anyone. But going back to it, this tank can ram just because of the speed of it. Now, it also weighs slightly more than the Tech Tree 268 because of the turret mechanism. The power to weight ratio is slightly less, but they've got the same top speed, near enough the same power to weight ratio, though as I said, slightly lower, but this thing weighs a bit more, so it makes up for it. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not a heavy vehicle. Like, don't just go ramming E75s and E100s, but you can definitely ram in this tank, so keep that in mind when you're playing this vehicle. Especially when you compare it like Mick did with the 850 Alpha, and then the ram to finish someone off. Now, Mick's moving in to go join his teammate over here. Both just having a good old time, looking at each other. I have no idea what's going on, and I think Mick was probably wondering the same thing. Now he's going to knock down the tree. And then he's going to back up. Now I don't know exactly for sure what he's doing, but for me it looks like after he knocked over the tree, he backed up in case the enemy tried to blind fire him. Which, if that's the case, again, pretty nice play on his part. You never want to underestimate the ability of the enemies. Of course, you all want to pretend that your enemies are shite, but if you do something like that, that's the time you're going to get blind shot. Now, the T-57 is just kind of trolling at the moment. The Waffle and T-7 are not having a good time. But it's all good because we've got Mick here. And now, Mick's found his prey. He's going in. He's told the Arty that he's on his way. He's up to 45. There's the M48 from before. Mick misses. And now, I love ram kills. And Mick's already got one, which is brilliant. Love it. Mick's going to come flying around the corner. And auto-lock ram. The auto-lock ram combo twice in the same game in his Russian TD. Brilliant. Huge fan. 10 out of 10. 200 IQ play. To be fair, I think Mick kind of took advantage of me a little bit. He knew that by sending me a replay with ram kills, he pretty much guaranteed it got in. Well, that's the thing. He's got multiple ram kills, but he's also been playing properly, and it's the right balance of having fun and playing properly that gets him a good result while you can still do stupid shit. Like, obviously you don't want to just, at the start of a game, race out into the enemy half, ram the first guy, and then get killed by all his teammates. Now, there is an IS-4. Mick, again, he's finished off the enemy, and now he's coming back to join these two, because while they're just pissing around, by being near them, if need be and the enemies show up, he could just let the enemies shoot them, and then, like, farm the enemies while he's not getting shot at. So, staying near them is actually a very good thing to do. And again, Mick's obviously an experienced player who knows what he's doing. Now there's the IS-4. Now he's going to require 2 shots to the IS-4 for Mick to kill him. And let's be honest, it's basically been a 1v3 for the past while, since those two aren't really doing much. Now, something quite interesting here is Mick's Spidey sense seems to start tingling. He was about to go chasing after the IS-4, but then thinks against it and comes back to this corner to check it, which also keeps him closer to his teammates. And it turns out that Mick's Spidey sense was correct. The Camp Hunter 50T did show up this flank, and Mick finishes him off. So that was quite funny, I thought, how you could just tell by the way he moved, something didn't quite feel right. And the IS-4 have to come around this way as well. Now, the IS-4 is going to need to shoot Mick maybe 2 times if he high rolls, but probably 3 times. Whereas I said Mick can 2-shot him, so because he hit him the first time, he can just drive around, let the IS-4 shoot him because he's not going to kill him, and then take his time to aim in the shot and finish off the IS-4. So, intelligent play, relocation, staying near his teammates, ramming, which always good, netted him this result, which I love the results that are good and fun. Now, as you can see, this happened during the April Fool's event, but just over 7k damage with 2 ram kills, 6 kills for the Top Gun. Brilliant game. So thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.